everyone. It's Nick Lulli out here in your corner with Mayor Santiago Avila Jr. You've been busy lately? I've been just a little
Not
busy.
at all. Not at all.
What's new? We got a lot going on in this city.
We do.
For real. I know you've been here, there, all over the place. We're at Dewey O'Boster Complex right now, and I know you've been at some of our other recreational facilities. Tell us about how you've been involved in some of these little leagues and in other sport activities that are going on throughout our city. Because I've seen the photos, you're throwing out the first pitch. I mean, you're everywhere.
Trying.
Yeah.
So this week we had, or last week we had the West Volusia youth baseball team that started their season. I threw out the first pitch. That one was semi-decent. I won't lie to you. That was pretty good. But Saturday, I threw out one for one of our other youth leagues at Van Park. And let's just say that it was like a womp, womp, womp. So, but listen, it was a good time. We were there for our kids. It was at Van Park. So I had a great time. I will tell you, because of the Mayor's Fitness Challenge, my arm is still super sore. I'm going to blame it on that.
Yeah.
I'm holding on to that. I'm pleading the fifth on everything else.
I've somehow avoided getting pulled into that.
Oh,
I don't know how much longer I can.
This video that we're doing, I'm making sure I'm going to call you out because you listen. Our other friend, we call him the Intimidator. He's come and he's worked out. He's come out with his partner, his little furry friends. So it's a nice family time.
Sure.
So come out. A lot of people ask me, Mayor Avila, why the Mayor's Fitness Challenge? You know, look, it helps bring attention to being more active in the community as far as health-wise. Yeah. Listen, a simple walk or an exercise will help you with blood pressure, diabetes, a whole list of stuff. Ask your doctor, ask him if you can go out and do a walk. But the most important one, right? The one that I tell people, when you do this, do it with your family. And they're like, why? Because it helps bring family bonds. It helps, formulate that bond. Maybe if you're having a rough relationship with your son or daughter. I have a one-year-old right now, but I'm sure when she gets to her teenage years, there's going to be some friction. It's normal, right? Sure. And this is going to be a great gateway to be able to bond with her and be able to talk while we're walking.
And while all of that lighter stuff is happening and you really get involved in the community, I know there's a lot of city business that's on the agenda. I know we got a packed meeting coming up at our next commission meeting. And really this past weekend, we had the city attorney meet and greet. So what has that process been like for you? Because it's your first ever process since you've become mayor in trying to find a new city attorney.
I don't know how much I can say or not say, but I will tell you that on Monday, we will be hopefully going into a direction towards the future and not looking at the past and picking a new firm. With new faces is what I'm hoping to lead our city to a better destiny. So that's as much as I'm going to say about that. But I will agree with our residents, whether they're involved or not. We need new face to our city attorneys so we can move our city forward. And I remember during the campaign, I used to tell people we can't move forward if we keep going back to the leaders and the ideas of the past. If we want to move forward, we need a new direction and a new person that's going to steer us in that direction. And it can be, that analogy can be used in this area as well.
Okay. Back to the little bit of the lighter stuff and back to family stuff. We actually had the First Lady of Deltona Special Needs Resource Fair a couple of weeks ago.
You said it good this time.
Guys, go back to the last video. I can never get that out right, but I done enough now. I got the whole thing out. And it's important because we have a wonderful First Lady, Maria Elena Avila, who, I was honestly blown away by her interactions with folks out there at that resource fair. I mean, this is someone I think, not to tell you, who is obviously certainly a mother first, who cares about her family. But really, I got to see really her humanity and her loving for the community at large. And I think, folks out there were just, I think, so thankful for her to be out there, for you to be out there as well, and to show that the special needs community is a big part of Deltona, right? And is really important for the good of our community.
Yeah, I think a lot of great relationships continue to formulate. Maybe there were relationships that were paused, like the Orlando Magic on Wheels. We have the welcome symbol that hopefully she's going to do a presentation at the city of Deltona, one of the workshops, because we made somewhat of a change to that, which I think it was a good, decent change. Some might not agree, but I think those presentations will be better at workshops because it gives them more time to explain things. But yes, 100%. I think that this special needs resource fair that is going to continue, as I mean, as long as I'm mayor, anyways. So we can bring more awareness to our special needs community. And folks, when we talk about special needs, we're not just talking about our kids. We're talking about our adults and our senior citizens, veterans, and there's a whole list of people that could use support and help. And you'll be surprised how big that community in Deltona is, Nick.
And let's actually take a look at some video from that right now so everyone can see how it was.
Gracias a todos por estar aquí. Aquí estamos para ustedes, para esta bella comunidad de los niños o personas con necesidades. Thank you so much.
Okay, and obviously that was just one of the many events that are going on throughout our city. Certainly one of the larger ones, but you've also been posting some of our upcoming events, right? A calendar of sorts, so people can understand what is happening in Deltona and when they can go to it. And you've been also providing reports about the Mayor's Fitness Challenge. So you're just giving the community a lot of information.
So weekly reports, that's actually pretty fun because people, I kind of want to challenge people. Hey, this is what I did. I know you guys can do better. And then the weekly events, you know, sometimes we don't know what's happening in Deltona, right? Not because, you know, we're not intelligent or we just don't know where to find it because it's all scattered all over the internet or on different sites. So I tried to get as many of the free events as possible. Obviously, when I say free events, it's like no admission, because if you go to the Food Truck Friday events, obviously you have to pay for your food, right? But I try to give you that information so you're aware of it. There are fun things to do in Deltona, contrary to popular belief. So that's the information I try to get out there to our residents, and hopefully it's informative and, you know, you get some good information out of it.
Okay, well, Mr. Mayor, always a pleasure to be in your corner with you. And to take us out, we'll show you some shots here of Dewey O. Boster Park. So enjoy.
Deltona first.